Subspace Survivors, written by E. Smith, narrated by Saethon Williams. Chapter 1. All passengers, will you pay attention, please? All the high-fidelity speakers of the starship Procyon spoke as one, in the skillfully modulated voice of the trained announcer. This is the fourth and last cautionary announcement. Any who are not seated will seat themselves at once. Prepare for takeoff acceleration of 1 1/2 gravities. That is, everyone will weigh 1/2 again as much as his normal Earth weight for about 15 minutes. We lift in 20 seconds. I will count down the final 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lift. The immense vessel rose from her berth, slowly at first, but with ever-increasing velocity, and in the main lounge, where many of the passengers had gathered to watch the dwindling Earth, no one moved for the first 5 minutes. Then a girl stood up. She was not a startlingly beautiful girl, no more so than can be seen fairly often of a summer afternoon on seaside beach. Her hair was an artificial yellow. Her eyes were a deep, cool blue. Her skin, what could be seen of it, she was wearing breeches and a long-sleeved shirt, was lightly tanned. She was only about 5'3", and her build was not spectacular. However, every ounce of her 115 pounds was exactly where it should have been. First she stood tentatively, flexing her knees and testing her weight. Then, stepping boldly out into a clear space, she began to do a high-kicking, acrobatic dance, and went on doing it as effortlessly and as rhythmically as though she were on an earthly stage. "You mustn't do that, miss." A stewardess came bustling up, or rather not exactly bustling. Very few people, and almost no stewardesses, either actually bustle in or really enjoy 1.5 Gs. "You really must resume your seat, miss. I must insist." "Oh, you're Miss Warner." She paused. "That's right, Barbara Warner, cabin 281. But really, Miss Warner, it's regulations, and if you should fall, oh, phoosh to regulations, and phooey on them. I won't fall. I've been wondering every time out if I could do a thing, and now I'm going to find out." Jackknifing double, she put both forearms flat on the carpet and lifted both legs into the vertical. Then, silver slippers pointing motionlessly ceilingward, she got up onto her hands and walked twice around a vacant chair. She then performed a series of flips that would have done credit to a professional acrobat, the finale of which left her sitting calmly in the previously empty seat. "See," she informed the flabbergasted stewardess, "I could do it, and I didn't." Her voice was drowned out in a yell of approval as everybody who could clap their hands did so with enthusiasm. "More! Keep it up, gal! Do it again!" "Oh, I didn't do that to show off." Barbara Warner flushed hotly as she met the eyes of the nearby spectators. "Honestly, I didn't. I just had to know if I could." Then, as the applause did not die down, she fairly scampered out of the room. For 1 hour before the Procyon's departure from Earth, and for 3 hours afterward, First Officer Carlyle Deston, Chief Electronicist, sat attentively at his board. He was 5 feet 8 inches tall and weighed 162 pounds net. Just a little guy, as spacemen go. Although narrow-waisted and, for his heft, broad-shouldered, he was built for speed and maneuverability, not to haul freight. Watching 100 lights and half that many instruments, listening to 2 phone circuits, one with each ear, and hands moving from switches to rheostats to buttons and levers, he was completely informed as to the instant-by-instant status of everything in his department. Although attentive, he was not tense, even during the countdown. The only change was that, at the word 2, his right forefinger came to rest upon a red button, and his eyes doubled their rate of scan. If anything in his department had gone wrong, the Procyon's departure would have been delayed. And again, well out beyond the orbit of the moon, just before the starship's mighty Chator engines hurled her out of space as we know it into that unknowable something that is hyperspace, he poised a finger. But emergence, too, was normal. All the green lights except one went out. Needles dropped
Sample complete. Ready to continue?